Hello and welcome to the Free Bin, the Toledo Public Library podcast. I'm Denyse.
And I'm Harrison.
And we're back.
We are back. We're going to be taking it easy this week and sharing what we're reading or have recently read.
Yeah. I was kind of excited when you brought up that topic. I'm like, ooh, I have some things to share.
And we've got a busy month ahead as well.
Oh, we do. I love October.
Yep. This is my favorite time of year. It feels like fall now.
You notice that the day before, well, when was the first time I could decorate? I think I decorated last Friday in anticipation of the first. I'm like, oh, I can pull out all the Halloween stuff. It was so much fun.
Do you have the 12-foot Home Depot skeleton?
No, I do not. You know, in the children's area, we have that big blow up. There's 3 pumpkins and very nice and friendly for children. But downstairs, I do have the Homer Simpson Halloween scary blow up. But I don't want to scare the kids in the children's section. So if anyone out there needs a Homer Halloween blow up, let me know.
Yeah, I've got a skeleton that I want to corpse it. That's the term where you take plastic drop cloth for painting, wrap it around your skeleton, heat gun it so the plastic shrinks to it, and then you've got your skin.
Oh, wait, yes.
And
Didn't you do this already 1 year or something?
I was going to.
Okay.
I got the idea to do it a few years ago, and I have a skeleton, just one of the standard budget-friendly articulated life-size skeletons.
Oh, the one that hangs in the science classroom?
Not that nice.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
This one's plastic.
Okay, all right.
But I do want to do it. But it takes a while to do, and it's just one of those things. It's not a lot of work. It would be fun, but I just never get around to getting the wood stain. Wood stain is good to give it the color.
That gives it the right color.
And then you can do layers. If you use a lot of plastic and you use a few different kinds of stain, you can make something that's pretty messed up
realistic.
looking. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was on the Bay Road headed to Newport, and someone has one of those big giant ones. They're huge.
Oh yeah.
They make a statement. Yeah, come around a corner. I'm like, whoa.
With the LED blinky eyes.
Yes.
And all of that.
A little disturbing, but I guess that's the point.
So do we want to run down our list of events?
Yes, we do. So let's see. I have my calendar right here. Next week, our storytime theme is going to be opposites. I have so many cute books. I can't believe I've never used this topic before. There's so many great picture books that speak to opposites. We're going to have a whole lot of fun with that. And then this is going to be a big story time on the 16th. Please, if you can come, please do so. It's Bring Your Stuffy to Storytime.
Oh, yeah.
And the Stuffies will be the VIPs of Storytime, and I have a whole bunch of fun things planned for that. But also that week, now that particular week, the students have both Thursday and Friday off, the 17th and the 18th. I don't know if it's like teacher conference or whatever it is, but we're taking advantage of that. And on the 18th, Friday, we're having our Halloween puppet show.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, if you've seen the puppet shows these folks, the Creative Keys folks, have done with us in the past, they put on an amazing show.
They really do. It always is a full house, and we are always amazed at everyone has a great time, and everyone's encouraged to come in a costume.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun.
And the day following, on the 19th at 6 p.m., we will be showing F.W. Murnau's Nosferatu from 1922 downstairs with live music provided by Box and Bucket. We did a silent film last year in a similar manner.
That was
we did
so fun, The General.
It was great. It was fantastic.
Having that live component really makes it quite an event.
Yeah. And that's the way silent films were made to be seen, with live accompaniment. So that's going to be a lot of fun. 6 o'clock on the 19th.
Yeah, you won't be sorry. I did a little preview of Nosferatu, and yes, I just sat there watching and imagining what type of sound effects would be added, which will really make it pop.
Boing.
We also have our masks.
Yes.
We're going to have a mask making workshop. That's going to be just a drop-in on Saturday the 26th. Come anytime between noon and I think it's noon and 4. And Larry, Adrian, and Dina will be here with all their supplies. And every year, it's so wonderful to see how creative everyone can be.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen everything from monsters to butterflies to wooded elves. There's no end to all the materials he brings that you can use to make your mask is what makes it fun.
It's always a great time when Larry and Dina come because they don't just bring pieces to assemble something from a kit. They bring some interesting stuff. You can definitely make your own.
And they're so supportive of everyone who makes a mask. They're there to help. They are always so, they congratulate everyone who makes a mask and makes everyone feel like they are an artist. And that, I guess that's the point. We all have that creative bone in our body. Then at the end of the month, let's see, on Halloween is on Thursday. So the Wednesday before that, the October 30th story time, it's a costume story time. Everyone should come wearing their costume. And then on Halloween, we will be on Main Street handing out candy.
Yeah, it is a great month. It's wet out there.
Today
which is what fall is like here.
Yes, although we've had beautiful weather up to today. Oh my goodness, there's been some absolutely gorgeous, perfect weather we've been having.
We don't usually get the crunchy leaves often around here.
That's for sure. They're the mushy variety.
The mushy leaves.
Yes.
Good fall mush.
So let's see. Harrison has provided the beverage of the day. Let's see what it is here. Ooh.
Yeah. This is Ghost. It's another Ghost Energy Warheads sour watermelon flavor.
Oh, Warheads. This will be interesting. Too bad that we're not on video to see our faces. I have a feeling there's going to be some pucker faces going on.
Yeah, we're gonna fold in some video at some point in the future.
I'm looking forward to that. Okay. These are big, giant.
Ooh.
Oh, I can already smell it.
It doesn't smell like something you would drink.
No, it smells like definitely hard candy.
Yeah, or like, lotion or something.
Oh, great. All right, ready? Cheers. Pucker face. My pucker face was way worse than Harrison's.
I'm still dealing with it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm just reliving a memory of having a watermelon Jolly Rancher, not the actual little small candy, but the long stick thing in my mouth, and just kept on eating it even though it was super sour.
Oh, take another drink. The second one's worse.
Oh, here we go.
That's a one-timer for me, I think.
That really has to be swallowed with a face, with a squinchy face. I kind of like it, though. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm going to finish it. Let there be no mistake. I'm going to finish this
It's crazy that, it says only 5 calories. It feels like it's laden with sugar.
With that acidity, it's got to destroy your teeth.
Great.
Even without the sugar. They make sure to drop the pH enough that you can get the tooth decay without the sugar,
Ooh, this is only intended for persons 18 years or older.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good thing we fit that bill. All right, so what have you been up to? What have you been reading over there?
Well, I am kind of in the middle of reading Long Haul by Frank Figliuzzi, who is the former FBI Assistant Director for Counterintelligence. The full title is Long Haul: Hunting the Highway Serial Killers. It is based on the highway serial killing initiative that the FBI has. There's a whole bunch of unsolved serial murders along the highways.
Yes.
So there are famous cases of serial killers who worked as long-haul truckers because it allows people to travel and pick people up and disappear and, dump bodies and
hard
stuff.
To trace someone like that.
Yeah. So it is interesting. They think there are many, many potential serial killers operating in this industry because it provides good cover. Not to conflate being a trucker with being a serial killer. We know lots of truckers who are definitely not serial killers. But it's one of the professions that allows a predator of various kinds to hide easily because you show up and then you disappear.
Right.
The critique I'd give this, if you can call it that, is it doesn't really go into known serial killer cases that much. If you really want to look at analysis of famous serial killing truck drivers, it it's in there, but it doesn't focus on that so much as it's him learning about long haul trucker culture and also about sex workers who work at truck stops and are in there, and about how people fall into that situation. So it's context. It provides context for this problem more so than it's like a dissection of
a case by case
that problem. Type. Yeah, he intersperses individual stories of these cases in here. But really, it's just laying the groundwork for why is this the case? Because a lot of the victims will be, who are referred to as lot lizards. So it provides background on how women end up in that position. And that's, I feel like it's important because there's much
a story behind it that, you don't just happen to be there. There's something that put you there.
Yeah. And there is so much, misinformation and, viral posts and stuff about trafficking, and the way it actually works, how someone ends up there is not what, it's not like the Facebook posts about, oh, you found a piece of spaghetti on your windshield and that's how the trafficking gang is marking your car. But it distracts from how people really end up getting victimized, which is a real problem and a big problem. Right. But if you're looking at like the Liam Neeson movie version of it, you're looking away from how it's actually happening all around us all the time. And it's much more prosaic and sad than
the Hollywood version.
Yeah. So it is really informative. The one thing that does take me out of it is I can tell he's having fun with, he'll hit upon a way of phrasing something that it seems like him trying to be like the hard-boiled detective novel protagonist, where he'll be laying stuff out in this matter-of-fact way, just clicking along, and then he'll open up a paragraph with like, the moon shone through the clouds like a dirty nickel, or he'll just trying to do a thing. And I can tell, it's like, oh, I bet he felt good about, making his little hard-boiled investigator comment, but it's like, you don't have to put on the costume. You
don't need your Sherlock Holmes hat on.
Yeah, you don't have to show us your magnifying glass and be like, see, you can tell that I'm
pipe in your mouth.
Like, we know you were the AD of counterintelligence for the FBI. You don't have to do shtick, but he's having fun with it, and it's clearly he's enjoying like getting out and like riding along with truckers and stuff, and learning about this problem from a holistic perspective, which is really fascinating. If you want to know like all the details of it's not a litany of serial killer cases so much as it is outlining this social space that predators and victims exist in.
Okay. All right. Is that a new one?
Yeah, it's pretty new. Yeah, it's on our new nonfiction shelf.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks.
Yeah. What do you got?
Well, let's see. I recently got a new series in, and as I often like to do when I have new books, especially for my children's area, I like to read at least one of them so I can, judge it for myself and be able to recommend it to the right people. And this is called the Clockwork Sparrow series. And it's J-fiction, and I really enjoyed it. It was somewhere I read, I don't know, I was trying to look for where I saw this, but somewhere I read that it was kind of like a modern day Nancy Drew type, where a mystery, there's something's being solved. And then it revolves around a 14-year-old character named Sophie Taylor, and she's recently orphaned. So many stories in my section over there have that component to them, which I understand. When I was younger too, I was drawn to those types of orphan stories.
Every Disney movie that we grew up with.
Yes.
It's like step one, parents die.
Yes. Then the whole drama happens. And I liked it because I really liked that character, Sophie, and her friends. Sometimes some of these mysteries for me, there's just too many each chapter there's a new person that's drawn in, and then by the end it could be 20 different people who done it, and I get lost in those. So this was more of a tight narrative. Lots of good descriptions. It revolves around the opening of this new department store in England. And the way they described it, I just loved thinking. She worked in the millinery department, and the hats, the way they would describe them. I love stuff like that. It kind of reminded me of, there was a series on PBS a while ago called The Paradise. And it just reminded me of that, of people working in the department stores. And back then, like, you dressed up to go to the department store. It was a very big deal. It was an event just to go to the department store. And so it had a lot of those components to it. So I really liked it. I look forward to reading the next one. So the first one in this series is The Mystery of the Clockwork Sparrow. So now I'm getting ready to read The Mystery of the Jeweled Moth. The author of this series is Katherine Woodfine, and there's 4 books in this series, so I'm going to keep going, and I'm enjoying them. I think they're a real good addition over there in our junior fiction section. I think we'll have a lot of readers that will like it. It kind of reminded me of the Alan Bradley series, The Flavia.
Yeah.
Because it has this young protagonist, and kind of you follow her, and I loved Flavia. In fact, I can't wait to read the new Flavia if I can get my hands on it. So I recommend it if you like those types of books where not super, there's no big violence, there's no big sex scenes, anything like that. It's just a good story, and I enjoyed it.
And these are mysteries.
They are mysteries.
Are they the fair play kind of mystery where you could figure it out from what's presented, or is it more like a out of left field? Like, are the clues presented to you along the way that you could solve it along with?
Yes, the clues are presented along the way. I didn't figure out, but when it was revealed at the end, and it kind of all happens at the end, like on a page. But it wasn't like preposterous. I wasn't like, how could that have happened? It was like, one of those type of feelings. And that's a good feeling.
I like that stuff.
Yep. So I just finished that one this week, and I put it out for our patrons, and I already talked someone else into taking it home.
Nice.
So if it sounds good, come in and put it on hold.
Yeah. All right. Well, I am going to finish my very sour drink. We didn't even talk about the can.
Oh, I know.
The can is the color of the summer of 1992.
Yes.
I think
I had a shorts outfit with this matching motif here.
It's like hot pink and lime green.
Yeah, neon.
Yeah. And I was a child in 1992, which is why a lot of what was in my world was some contrast of these two colors.
Yeah, it's very eye-catching.
It is. All right.
All right. Are we done?
I guess. We'll just keep it short this week.
Keep it short and sweet, and come in and see us at the library.
We'll see you all soon, and talk to you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye. The Free Bin is a production of the Toledo Public Library, which is part of the Lincoln County Library District in beautiful Lincoln County, Oregon. Writing by Denyse Marsh and Harrison Baker. Editing and original music by Harrison Baker. That's me. The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect those of the organizations they represent. Good night.